Aren't you tired of manually creating tasks in ClickUp every time a deal is won in HubSpot? Well, this automation solves this problem and does it for you instantly. Let me show you how it all works. So as you can see on the left hand side, I'm in HubSpot and all of these records are my deals. And on the right hand side, these are the tasks that are allocated to one deals in ClickUp. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to go into this first deal over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the stage of this deal. Once the stage of this deal is moved, then I should actually get a task within ClickUp for this specific deal. And so here are all the information regarding this deal. You can see over here that there is things like the contact name, the email, as well as the phone number, and then we have different things regarding the deal, the priority. So over here just shows all the details with regards to this specific deal in HubSpot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then click on stage, and then I'm going to click on closed one. And as you can see, the stage has been changed to closed one. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go onto the right hand side. I'm going to show you what happens now when a deal has changed in HubSpot, because now it's going to populate here and it's going to create a task for this specific deal. And boom, there it is. Peter's Motors one deal call. The task was immediately populated. Perfect. And now I'm just going to click on it. And then you can see that this is the task name within ClickUp. You can also see that the priority is urgent. You can also see the date of the specific task and when it needs to be completed. And there we go. This is awesome. This is the task description. So it says Peter's Motors deal worth 500 was just one. Call the contact person and finalize and establish a good working relationship. Great. And then also you can see that custom fields were also added in terms of this task. So we have the contact name, we have the contact phone number, we have the deal ID, as well as we have the lead email address. This is amazing. And what's also nice about this is that it's also not limited to having templated tasks. So if there are specific tasks that you want to allocate in terms of a specific deal, that is also something that can be added within ClickUp. You can literally have templated tasks, and then you can have a variety of different tasks according to the specific deal that you are working with. This is such an amazing automation and definitely streamlines the process of having the deals within HubSpot and then syncing into ClickUp. Hi, my name is Peter from Connex Digital. We are an automations and integrations company that specializes in HubSpot as well as ClickUp automations. If you're interested in working with us, please be sure to book a free discovery call with us. And if you want more information, please check the links down below in the description of this video. Without further ado, let me show you how you can build this ClickUp and HubSpot automation. Alright, let's go for it. First things first, the digital automation platform that we'll be using to build this workflow is Zapier. Now, we'll be using 5 different actions in order to fulfill this workflow. The first one is a trigger action, which is updated deal stage within HubSpot. Then the second action is that we're going to find associations within HubSpot. The third action is that we get a contact from HubSpot. Then we use the built-in Zapier feature, which is Formatter by Zapier. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're finally going to create a task within ClickUp. So let's go to the first action. So the first action is an updated deal stage within HubSpot. And so essentially what is happening here, what we're doing is that we are looking for the deal stage, which is closed one. So as soon as a deal within HubSpot gets changed to closed one, then it should trigger this action over here. So we're just looking for the deal stage when it's reached this specific stage over here. Then this is when the zap is going to be triggered. Then from there, what's going to happen is we're going to then find associations within HubSpot. And so this is very important because we are looking to get all the information that we need within HubSpot related to the specific deal. And so that's why we're adding this action over here. So as you can see on the right hand side, the way that we find associations is by looking for the deal ID specifically. So it says record ID to search is deal ID. So we do that so that we can actually get all the relevant information with regards to the deal. Then it says number of associations to search. So we just have one over there. The type of object being associated is the deal, and the target associated object type is also the contact, and that's all that we need to do for this specific action. And so once we then get and find the associations related to the deal, then we go to the next step, which is get a contact. So how do we get a contact? Well, we need to then get it in terms of the contact ID. So here under contact ID, how do we get the contact? Well, we get it from the second action over here, which is mapped. So we get this from deal to contact. And so that's how we get the contact ID and ultimately get the contact for the specific deal. Then once we get the relevant contact, what we do then, we use the built-in feature made by Zapier, which is formatted by Zapier. The logic here is that we want to add a specific time frame for the specific task of this specific deal that's going to then be allocated in ClickUp. So as you can see, we have a transform option, which is add subtract time, and then the input we are going to say the updated at. So this we're getting from the first action of this specific stage. So once we're getting the actual deal within HubSpot, then it's going to then get the input from the first action in the deal. So we can see it says updated at, and then we get the relevant date and time of the specific deal. Then what is the actual logic? Now we're trying to add 24 hours after the deal has been made. The deal has actually been closed. So we're adding another 24 hours as an expression, and then from there we are then just formatting it correctly. And then what's going to happen is that it's going to be optimized for ClickUp. Then we go to the last step, which is create a task within ClickUp. And so over here, what we're doing is that we're taking all the relevant information and then we're mapping it into the ClickUp task. So as you can see in this action, you need a workspace, you need a space that you're going to be working with, and then there's no folder over here. Then there's also a list that we're going to be using. And then from here, this is when we are going to be mapping some different information that we're getting from the workflow. So task name, so we're just getting the company name, and then we say one deal call. And then for the task description, then we're setting it according to the relevant information we're getting from the trigger action over here. So it's the company name with the worth of the actual deal, and then we're saying was just one, so call the contact person to finalize and also establish a good working relationship. So this is what you saw at the beginning of the video as well as in the demo. Awesome. And then what we're doing is that we're also setting the task status as to do. Priority here is 1. And then this is where the formatter is coming into play, because now we are then mapping the information we're getting from the formatter and we're placing it over here as the due date. So we set the expression to be 24 hours after the deal stage has been changed to closed one, and then we're getting this information as the due date here and we're putting it in this relevant field. Awesome. And then what we're doing is that we're also mapping then the contact name. So these over here are the custom fields. So what you saw within ClickUp, these are the custom fields over here within the task. So we have the deal ID, the contact name, lead, email address, as well as the contact phone number. So all of this information we're getting and mapping from the previous actions in this workflow. Then as soon as we're done populating and mapping the custom fields within ClickUp, then the Zap is officially completed. This is how you can build a simple but yet powerful automation leveraging HubSpot as well as ClickUp. If you want us to actually build this for you, then we'll be more than happy to assist you in this workflow. Just make sure that you book a free discovery call with us. If you want more information, please check the links down below in the description of this video. If you want to check us out and see what we're up to, you can also visit our website, which is connex.digital. If you like this video, please make sure that you give us a thumbs up and also comment down below what actually stood out for you in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can give you more valuable content when it comes to all things automation and integrations. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.